are underway here in Las Vegas. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he caught it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down, Young. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Young. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. Now he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown out on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Herbert. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Javon Curse drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here is Young. Looking there for points, but intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 24 yards. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That throw by Young incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On On second down, Young again. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Young now from the 50. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. On play action, Young. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught downfield by Mechie. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Young now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw is Rodgers. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead in the intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Hester to return from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Play fake. Now Young. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. How about this? And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this goal. He's got it in, complete. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Off the play fake, Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw, Young.
Dropping this underneath with Herbert.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Young off the play fake. Over the middle, this one into the hands of Hester. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Khalil Herbert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are back within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On first down, Rodgers. That is caught. It's Chad Johnson. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. On the give, here's Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go.
And now it's third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Justin Jefferson, 33 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And right there, that fade route, that can be tough to stop.
If you've got the proper matchup and you've got a wide receiver who knows how to go up and get the football, the fade is really, really tough to stop, especially if the quarterback puts it in the right area.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Hester to return from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Young's throw completed to Mechie.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action. Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devin Hester, 60 yards.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Following the interception, Young. That'll be caught by Hester.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today. And
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Young.
This one taken in by Hester. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 21.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be ready for that. That time they weren't.
Here's Young.
Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Young.
And he comes back with one complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Young to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. To the left side and caught by Hester. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, check Mega.
Herbert powering up the middle.
I'm also surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
38. Room check. Hut.
Herbert.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Young. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. The toss running left. Herbert. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55 yards out. And the Lions are going to win this game.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. To throw is Rodgers.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Short pass caught by Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Touchdown, Detroit. Devin Hester, 33 yards. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's Young off play action. They'll roll him out right. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Airing it out deep for Smith.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came in.
All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team.
Let's go. Let's go.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Hester. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Detroit. Devin Hester, 50 yards. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Jefferson moving in motion left.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down on the yard.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
A handoff for Herbert.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Short pass caught by Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
This one now in their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Herbert, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Herbert. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 or about the 4. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hester to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now Rodgers.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and 3rd and 8 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got a man, it's Chad Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Here's Rodgers on 1st down. To the left side and caught by Hester. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
And they'll run again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs.
And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop him for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Going quickly out to the right side. And in for the Lions touchdown. Devin Hester, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
He's got the 1st down and more than that.
And he is going to have the Giants' 1st down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. Allen to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Allen.
That is caught by Herbert.
And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Allen. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And now the rookie's free. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
T.J. Edwards
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. To throw is Allen. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have the Giants first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better.
But it's been tough sledding for him here the entire second half.
Throwing, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Now he's loose at the 40.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
71 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.